And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Terra Invicta. Let's do a quick once over on our counselors. I'm noticing they have some XP that should be spent. Build up your espionage, make you less likely to be detected by other heroes or other counselors. You're building up science, and you're getting real close to maxing out science. And then at which point we're going to be probably saving up to slowly just remove things like Interpol and beta intelligence solutions, stuff like that, unless they're required for you to have that mission, right? So advise you're getting that from the UN Office of Outer Space, so you're never going to give that away. Although mainly that's providing a space mining bonus and that mission, so we wouldn't want to give that away anyway. But yeah, some of the other ones, like, yeah, instruments. It's providing steel product, which we don't need. He already has it by default. +1 espionage, which if we got that from XP, could be freed up to move this org off and move something else in. Like something that just provides more space mining or something. Let me give you the last persuasion. And then you're working on probably science. Get science up. Notably, I normally do defense. My defense onion is keep the guys undetected, and then you don't need security. Because if you're detected, they can attack your admin, they can attack your loyalty, they can attack your security, so it generally isn't worth stacking security. Some of the people I have that have high stack security are actually getting it as a byproduct of orgs that provide like command or espionage, not because I'm trying to stack security. I have not invested in security, mostly. Instead, I invest in espionage so they are not detected. Yeah, we're slowly burning away. Boost, although we're raising our boost production to try to offset that.
Lending my expertise.
Space Resort. If we had boost, we'd be interested in that. If it really got desperate, I could probably go turn the admin tower, or the admin complexes off.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
The people will come to our side.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Okay. Ship launched. Oh, you're the first of the new batch, so I need to wait until the other 4 launch.
Target secured.
Target secured. Good to see. Good to hear. Yeah, 5th of December, we can start tearing into China with freedom fighters to make use of some of their boost. And if we can divide China enough, they will become acceptable for us taking them over and then sort of inverting what we just did and push it all back together. Except with us in control. Okay, I'm getting reminded
Standing by.
that we can do unification. So let's do that unification.
On my way to the capital.
You know, I'm just gonna hold on to it and try to do the peaceful way if I can. I was thinking about potentially pushing, invading with the African Union, but no, we'll try to do the peaceful way. That doesn't mean we need to get democracy up in African Union and... or get your democracy down, right? Although in the short run, we're trying to improve stability there.
Lending my expertise.
When am I done? I'm not even done making the source of boost upkeep, so we're gonna have it getting worse before we get it better. Well, it's getting better, but it's gonna get worse, and then hopefully it'll get better. Naples is now our core economic region. Okay, we'll help the EU make GDP.
The people will come to our side.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
My last ship under construction. No, 308 more to go. Okay, 60 more days. No, 60 more days before it's 171 days. So a while. Quite a while.
Policy direction complete.
Unification confirm.
By the numbers.
Nope, lost that. That needs to get fixed ASAP. Of course means I need to do the next council cycle. As the boost problem gets even worse. We're now losing minus 40 a month due to losing that Singapore point and another one of the admin complexes coming online.
Acknowledged. Turning up the heat.
And you're on more science.
Ready. Terminating the opposition.
Standing by for orders. We'll make our appeal.
Okay. Indochina will actually be during the next council cycle, so we'll start freedom fighting off bits of China soon. Debris duty. Might as well use the lasers. Tournament ends.
Lending my expertise.
There's the end of China. Big influence and influence as well. And then we'll go back to global ambition for the extra government spend. And then we'll also invest that influence into more income. Assault and Xenoform.
We've moved the needle.
Crackdown complete.
Crackdown mission successful. Crackdown on the initiative in Singapore. Okay. So that
Public
should be easy to
sentiment is
follow up the
increasingly
actual
with us.
The people will come to our side.
purge. Targeted community support. Targeted community support. Welfare. Okay. Oh, magnetic weapons is probably worthwhile because we're... Oh, and we're doing missiles as well. Bonus in Unity. Oh, yeah, no. If we're gonna do freedom fighting, I should do the unrest bonus. So network psyops. Second of 5.
We've removed some threats.
And we're back in control. Singapore. Bring us down to only -20. And it's still going to get worse. We still have another one to come online. It's going to be another -12.
Standing by for orders. We're taking power.
Reporting in. Going after their people.
Where to? It's time to bring it all down.
Where to?
Go pick up some investigation. Yeah, I think I have you're going to start increasing unrest in the other one. Their major launch site.
We will bring it down.
Okay, let's confirm assignments.
Your
Let's
orders?
have more XP.
Standing by for orders.
You
Ready
do.
for my mission.
Ready for orders.
Ready.
Ready.
And then confirm assignments. Let
Reporting
that
in.
pass. We're working towards getting another +2, which will allow us to save either some ops or have a higher success rate.
This is not a war over resources or politics. This is a war to determine the future of humanity. It is imperative that we show them, show anyone, what it really means to fight us. Colonel Hans Castillo comments at the launch of the Indomida spacecraft.
What it really means to fight us. Yes. Deuterium Helium-3 fusion. Humanity First has contributed the most research. We'll select the next one. So, from a power plant standpoint, what's after helium deuterium? Aneutronic? Aneutronic. So that's the next power plant. Although we've got initial binge. I actually wonder if ours go into the next. Might actually fit the top end of ours. Yeah, Anutronic in theory next be the next power plant. With the final power plants being. Oh, in fact, our next one is on proton-proton fusion, electrostatic confinement fusion reactor. Is the next one up there. So if we want to improve our power plant more / engine more, that's the way to go. Otherwise, we have to go down a different fusion line. So I suppose I should really do Anutronic fusion. There's also an argument to do clean into climate, although right now, because we're doing a lot of boost stuff, this would sort of take away from that boost stuff. So we probably hold off on doing that, instead focus on as much as I said, yeah, into Anutronic, into proton-proton. So worked it out. Anutronic, that makes it easy. We're almost done with Accelerado and targeted biological. Accelerado probably wants to go into clean next, and then probably do that one into Terawatt. And then we'll see which one of those finishes. Obviously, Anutronic needs to finish to do proton-proton. And then we're looking at the bottom here. April, August, March. Well, this will be the one that's done soonest. March, April, August, yeah. So, 12 ambition's a little tight. It's fine.
Lending my expertise.
Bombardments will continue. Okay. And then we're fighting up there. So we've got 3 up here. We got 1 down there. We got 1 wandering into us over there. We got 1 over here. Honestly, I probably need more. Either stronger armies or more bombardment.
Death is release. Death is a gateway. In death, you will become your true self. It is not death you should fear, my family, but only the pain that precedes it. And even that is a moment soon forgotten. Superior Judith Howell, Eternal Source Sermon.
Here we go. So targeted biological warfare, that's really good for assassinating things. Which we haven't had to do very much, actually, because we're already very good at assassinating people. Yeah, based on what we're doing, we technically don't need terawatt fusion. We'll do clean energy, because at least when it comes to economic or environment priority, this will be useful. Mostly the more sustainability value. And then when we do the other one, we'll do terawatt, because if we go down on the fusion line, we'll want terawatt. And honestly, this one over here is going to finish really quickly, and then we're going to do terawatt anyway, so. 27th November, so a couple days. Get that crackdown, that's good to see. There's the Singleton virus, so +4 to assassinate missions, really good at oppression and unity. The ability to silence those who oppose you.
Power.
Failed my increase in rest. Shame.
Long live the revolution.
That one succeeded.
Don't ever make the mistake of thinking a problem is solved. Defeating any enemy is like plucking your eyebrows. For every hair you remove, 12 more will show up to the funeral. Commander Fiona Ayawade emailed to SIS regarding the withdrawal of US troops from Iraq.
There we go. So we completed Accelerado, and we're going to follow that up with Terawatt Fusion. And of course, we're looking not this year, not next year. Granted, next year is 3 days away, so basically more than a year out for all these. Although not by much for the Terawatt Fusion, apparently. Apparently other people are helping on that one. See how long that lasts. global empire, so there is more government priority, more control point management.
Our associates are now in charge.
Induced inflection point, so we can spend even more on missions. And we lost the mass media point again in Singapore. Slightly annoying. Easy enough to get back. Mostly annoying because it's a good chunk of boost. And a growing chunk of boost. Rapidly growing chunk of boost.
Acknowledged. Removing our enemies.
I'm here. Cracking down.
Okay, let's get more funding, because I need more funding. My influence investment. Because we're actually getting more influence per day than we're getting money per day. Net. Okay, we are going to keep rolling to see if we can get either of these regions to break off. Taiwan should be able to break off. Question is whether Guangzhou has a different core on it. Yeah, it does. There's 2 different cores on it, so yeah, we should probably be able to break off. And with that, we get a bunch of boost. Okay, I'm starting helping up here, which should make that one go pretty quickly.
Lending my expertise.
There we go. Oh, and I don't have enough to fund the subsidies. This is something they've changed over the course of the game, which is if you can find enough money. Although I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. Because my space resources aren't valuable enough. Yeah, my space resources aren't valuable enough, apparently. If you can, via the market, find enough money to push a button, you're allowed to push the button. Yeah, it's not worth pushing that button then. Okay, we're gonna cancel there. That's partially because I haven't done enough text. This text to improve the return ratio on that. So we're gonna get heavy GDP decrease in EU. Unrest goes up. Public opinion turns away from us. Okay, the GDP wasn't that bad. Xenological culls, extra bonus against xenoforming, extra ability to get rid of xenoforming.
We have neutralized the key people.
The people will come to our side.
Death to tyrants.
The people will be free.
Okay, no breakaways yet.
are in control now.
Back in control in Singapore. Which helps get that back under control. We're down to negative 19.9 a month. Of course, that probably put it up again. Well, actually, that one might not have been particularly large. Infiltrated. More important things. Yeah, we'll use up. Our security forces should take the lead, conduct internal review. Three of 5 are built. I think the 6th one is probably under construction, yeah. Although it's only been under construction for 21 days. So, barely been under construction.
Ready for my mission.
Okay, so we're taking that location back. Take the Bantu one back.
Terminating the opposition.
Your orders? Applying pressure on their people.
It's been a little bit influence, making more revenue. Anyway, trying to get bits to break off, so confirm assignments, let time pass. Helium 3 mine. If we get to Jupiter, that may be useful. Until we get there, we don't have any gas giants to build at. They've arrived at low Earth orbit. They're crashing into the Eurasian Union.
Lending my expertise.
So we may be doing another assassination. Let's go according to plan. On the same note, did the ships hang around? Yes, the rest stayed as a surveillance mission, I think. Oh no, they're loitering to do their flight. They haven't left yet, so if I hit them quick enough, they'll still be there. Pick up some nobles and, more importantly, some exotics. Then we get back to base. And the aliens lose some ships. Trit their forces more. Unexpected death. Fame them for lack of respect.
Their control is vulnerable now.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Okay, so it just killed that one. I'll probably retask on the one we're currently fighting.
Uprising is underway.
Yeah.
Long live the revolution.
There we go. So that's the west cleared out for the moment. Middle looks reasonably cleared out. The east looks reasonably cleared out. So we're actually looking at marching over there next to get that one. And then the other question is, how has the democracy been going? 3.8. Again, we're looking for like 6.5, so it's progressing. And their weakness. While it is tempting to regard the Hydra as almost godlike compared to humanity, were that truly the cause that would have simply seized Earth in one fell swoop. The question then is not whether there is any chink in their armor, but exactly where it is located. Of course, no species, least of all sentient one, would ever willingly reveal its own weakness. As such, directly questioning the Hydra about what they most fear was inevitably a fool's errand. More indirect methods were instead required, and have yielded singularly valuable insight.
The aliens' best weapon may also be their Achilles heel, Colonel.
Aliens' best weapon may also be their Achilles heel. In the end, it was a chance for Mark to set us upon the path. Under the pressure, the Hydra emitted the second enslaved species. The Griffins had presented no military threat. However, the Hydras viewed them with special concern to their propensity for biological warfare. Upon persistent questioning, the subject became agitated and implied that even humanity's relatively limited use of biological weapons in the past had further reinforced the decision to invade. Once we were done, and before coming here, I had a quiet word with some of virologists. It is possible that the Hydra's reliance on parasites might make them specifically vulnerable to biological attacks. I think it's worth investigating. Yes. Research Hydra biowarfare when the project becomes available. In the meantime, figure out how the wormhole works.
Ready for my mission.
The alien may have something.
Surveilling target area.
Where do you need me?
But let's check the site. If
Targeting
it's still there, we'll find
opposition.
him.
Ready for orders. Targeting their center of power.
Standing by.
What's the op? On the way to the target site.
Ready for orders.
Where to?
At your service.
Acknowledged.
At your service.
Ready to go.
Ready for my mission.
Okay, so we're going to be inciting rebellion in China a little bit slower for the moment, but I think that'll work. We're going to confirm assignment, let some time pass, continuing.
Lending my expertise.
Initiating surveillance.
Oop, someone else fought someone else. Infiltrated, the hunt begins. We need results fast, or take your time and call for any extra resources as needed. Paid. Event locked. More suspects. Leak compromises operation once again. Okay, no luck. Hydra biowarfare.
We have neutralized their key people.
Death to tyrants.
You've constructed a new battle station. Okay. So up here, we're just waiting on, to be fair, what's going to cause the boost to get even worse. This is the last admin center to be upgraded. The command center would not be this either. And we're apparently actually not making over 10k at the moment. Although I think that's all the massive stacking on science. Make that bread for the extra GDP and inequality reductions.
Recon complete.
There's bonus to unrest. I'm gonna do this. Network intrusion protocols. Or do I want enemy sufferer? Yeah, probably want. No, I don't want to intrude. I want to defend. So crypt is probably what we're looking for. Is any of the ones in here that I missed setting as a favorite? It's just encrypted review. Oh, sabotage facilities as well. Yeah, let's do sabotage facilities. And then we'll set encrypted review. That's actually a favorite, so it's up the top. Okay, just quickly going through here and making sure I'm not missing any, because I felt like I missed a couple. Well, sort of by definition, you saw I found two that I was like, oh, no, I probably want those. Rapid military, again, that's military bonus. We're not actually investing in our military, we're just using what we've got. And it's working reasonably well. Maybe at some point. Okay. Back to what we're working on, which was spaceport security. This way they are less able to damage my boost facilities. As long as we're able to hold on to them.
We're in control here.
Back in control for the moment. Although that was what I was expecting with the first crackdown, is they did crackdown purge mix. No luck yet. And yeah, the problem is still set to get worse before it gets better. We're gonna get another -12 in upkeep.
At your service.
Although, again, if I really hit the point where the boost is unsustainable, I could just turn the things causing the upkeep off. So it's not a super significant problem. More science. We've got literally one more point of science to invest in, and he's at functionally his equivalent to 25 in everything. And then it'll come down to taking orgs off of him to optimize him more.
I'm here.
Okay, so the alien was in the area. 71 seems very alien-ish.
Eyes on target.
Reporting in. We'll see what we can find.
What's the op? Removing our enemies.
Standing by for orders. Targeting their key people.
There we go. And confirm assignments, let time pass. Again, if we locate that as the alien, we are probably just going to kill him, because we're the murderous humanity first.
Lending my expertise.
Okay, none up here, none over there. Just got that one down there. Okay. Deploy down there.
Surveillance complete.
And yes, was Alpha... Is that Alpha 9? Killed 14, so I had more than 14. Did I misread that was 19? No, that was Alpha 9. What's Alpha 9 doing up here?
Target lost.
Oh, no luck with the crackdown. What's our purge odds?
The uprising is underway.
99% still, so it's gonna work. It actually looks like... Oh, it looks like they abandoned the point. Violent revolution to overthrow the government of Nambia. Okay. I think we're just going to invade Nambia to undo that. Well, actually, arguably, significantly improve the situation for us.
We found something.
Our associates are now in charge.
Okay, back in control. There's a small chance we've got an alien wandering around in Africa. It has to be a veteran one, because it's doing a good job at hiding. Oh, extra bonus against sabotage facilities, yeah. Yeah, 10's probably not. That's probably a servant counselor. Okay, just go for the bridge.
Terminating the opposition.
Reporting in. I will keep them safe.
Standing by.
Oh, never mind.
Ready.
You go for the purge. I need the other guy to be my assassin.
Removing our enemies.
Where to? Tracking target.
Ready for orders. On guard.
Okay. Yeah, let's confirm assignments, let some time pass.
Ready for my mission.
Acknowledged.
Standing by.
Your orders?
Oh, and what's your increase in rest at?
Reporting in.
So base is 68. I can get 90 with 61, or with 16. Let's do
The
91 with
government
16.
must fall.
Lending my expertise.
I'll keep them safe.
We can help, so we shall.
We've got some intel on our target.
Target neutralized.
Target neutralized. That was uncomfortably close to non-successful. Oh, that was why we defended him, because a critical failure can result in your guy dying. So if you defend him, the critical failures don't kill him. And while it was unlikely for us to critical fail, it was not a 0.
The revolution is coming.
And we're now 4 of 5 ships, and we'll get them all together in a 15 batch, and then we'll go forth.
Our people have taken control. Cleaning things up.
Oh, I've reduced science due to unrest in EU. We're losing like 16% of our science there. And it's a big hunk of our science, so that adds up.
Standing by.
Okay. One of you... Doesn't really matter which one of you. I want to split
We'll restore peace
war
to this
declaration.
Ready to go. Time to make
Union.
our move.
Acknowledged.
The rest are going to stabilize
We will
EU.
restore peace to this nation.
Ready for orders.
So we can get our science back. Yeah, we're going to declare war in Nabia. We can take the 7 armies, push them in. They'll quickly defeat the Xenoflora and very quickly occupy the country. And then we'll go hunting the other Xenoflora.
Your orders?
Because the Science Lost is the
Lending my
square of
expertise.
the unrest. So, like 1 or 2 is not very bad, but 4 is pretty bad. Sabotage scanner is done. We'll do prover. Yeah, we'll prove the unit protection. 5% won't hurt. Okay, so that's as bad as the boost is going to get. So we're losing less than 1 a day. Minus 25 and ballast to cover.
Violence is abating.
Things are stabilizing.
Violence is abating.
There we go. So now, oh,
The
so yeah, someone else is raising unrest, which is not helping because our resting stability point is actually fairly low. That's why I hadn't come around to try to drag it down before, because the resting point should have been low enough to keep it happy, but someone else is actively making it worse. If they get down to 0, they'll probably go away.
Policy direction complete.
Declare war. Nambia. Confirm. Join the war, join the war, join the war, join the war. Deploy armies. I have no allies, so no one can protect them. This is what works best for us. At 4.2. And the direct investment here. Much more funding. Trying to build up our revenue generation again. In the long term, the best way to turn the revenue generation would be to turn boost into money. Of course, that requires us having boost. Went from we had way more boost than we need to where did all the boost go? Boost in this game is sometimes like rum. You get drunk and having too much of it and then wonder where it went after you drank it all. Okay, so we're going to take security apparatus back. I'm going to finish annexing this place so I don't forget about it. So we're going to go a couple cycles to make that happen.
We'll turn down the heat.
I'm here. We're taking power.
Acknowledged.
At your service.
Okay. Global ambitions coming up soon. That is 5% more government. That'll help. Let's confirm assignments. Let time pass. Ace Assassin. Train harder than ever. And now let's drink. Spend time training others. Gain 20 XP or gain a bunch of ops. Normally, I'd be like all over the XP. But this is the person who's like, if I gave him the 20 XP, he'd pick up the last science and he'd be kind of done. And he's gonna be done soon anyway. Spend time training others. We don't need the ops, but well, when you don't need something,
Lending my
I can at
expertise.
least convert that to using on something I could use them elsewhere. Massive damage to the economy and population. Amsterdam. Rain and ruin. It's not good. Have to pull back a little bit from boost to start working on welfare at that point. Okay.
Things are stabilizing.
Things are cooling off.
Global ambition. Global ambition. You know, I'll do sanction investigations. Or we'll do crackdowns enough that +3 on the crackdowns would be useful.
Order is returning.
Long live the revolution!
There we go. And I don't think that place was democratic enough to put over a hostile claim. No. In fact, arguably, while it's not that much more democratic, we liberate them towards democracy. Barely. Okay, so they're all gone, they're all gone, they're all gone. Okay, so for the moment, in the portions of Africa that I control, the Xenophore is dead. Which means instead of ordering these guys to go around as a big giant group, I'm also going to cancel that operation. And Xenophore? Gonna order them all just to hunt Xenophore. Standing orders is now to hunt Xenophore. See if that keeps the Xenophore under control. Keeps the alien megafauna from respawning. And that was the opposite of what I wanted. Take me to Bratislava. No, not space. Bratislava. Oh, alien life forms. It's not even firing at the megafauna anymore. Okay, so we've got the megafauna under. Okay, it doesn't also. I would maybe prefer it continue hunting places, the megafauna in other zones and not just ours.
Our people have taken control.
It's sticking to our territory, apparently. Lost my boost from Singapore. I'm gonna take over another place in Singapore again. Okay. Needless to say, you need to purge Singapore.
Terminating the opposition.
Your
How's the
orders?
stability in EU? Only one of you needs to stabilize the EU. Let's put one of you on African Union.
Will
more
restore
stable.
peace to this nation.
And then we're trying to induce unrest in China. I think I need to free up enough people to really get it going. We're basically having one successful mission go off a turn. We're more likely, I think, to get it to go if we are like 3 or 4. Because, yeah, the resting point is negative 2.8. So, with one going, we're only just slightly outdoing the movement towards rest. Other than that, go around once on our counselors here. I think this is the roundabout where we're going to bring the stream and this part to close. And yeah, I think we're doing well. We've got 500 mission control worth of stuff. At this point, it's half ships, half habs, a little over the mining cap on the mining thing. I should probably go through at some point and improve the mines up to the maximum. That might help with, for example, the fact we ran out of nobles building ships. We've got, as you can see, sufficient capacity. That if we were to break into someplace like China, we could probably add China in. China would be nice for the amount of boost. I think that's 14 a month. So if we were able to take over all of China... Oh, if we take over all of China, we'd still be short on boost. Apparently I am really consuming boost. And I'm hogging all the boost. I've got the best in the EU, I've got the second best in Singapore, I got the third best in the Gulf Union, I got the fourth best in the African Union, and the African Union isn't even making any. I mean, actively making any. It has a lot from nations it's integrated. And then China is what we're attempting to attack, which is the next best. And then 2 down from that is the Caliphate, which we integrated at 13.3. And then the Eurasian Union, which we're making more, yeah. So we have most of the boost, and I want more. I went from I had no use for it to I want all of it and more than you can provide. -6.3 from nations, minus 5.9 from habs. Oh, okay. So it's, I'm basically short my counselors. My counselors have a bunch of orgs. It's all the mining orgs. That's what's going on. I'm burning a hole in my pocket with the mining orgs.
Standing by.
Right. So here's an example of mining org. Costs one boost per month upkeep, but it provides 2 space resources, 2% space resource. Which, if you've got the bank or the supply of boost, is definitely worth it. Right, I'm making 100 metal. Take 2% off of that. That's how much that is providing in metal alone. Okay, we're definitely worth it. Anyway, ship-wise, I've got 599, vectoring to go to 604. By the time these get together, that is our outbound fleet, right? 15 days, we'll have the 6A class Dreadnought. Actually, before I forget, so I don't forget for the next stream, let's grab the Shotel. Yeah, it's the Shotel. Put 2 of those in the queue. That way, I remember that I have fusion platform ships to build, so we can go forth. If we put the 17 of those together and send them off, there's a decent possibility we lose the platform ships, but then at least then I know they were destroyed in battle and I need to send a new batch. So during the entire stream, we've been picking fights with the aliens wherever we can. The aliens have failed to grow. They've been attriting down at about the same rate they've been growing. Conversely, I think we've been growing. Yeah, we're up to 4.7, almost 5,000 fleet power. And honestly, our very deadly fleets are not particularly scary looking. Right? 15 of our ships don't even hit 10k, and yeah, I think 15 of our ships can take on most things the aliens throw at us because of the effects, the combined effects of the Spinal Lancers and the kinetic weapons. And then, yeah, so let's take, because we're going to bring the stream to close, let's take a quick glance at the state of the resources at the end of the stream. So this is everyone else's resources. Sorry if you're used to seeing it in monthly. A lot of other streamers and other people who publicly play the game play in monthly. I play in daily because I find early game daily is pretty useful. And if you're late enough in the game where you want to know monthly, you can just hover over the tooltip and it shows the monthly. Or you can be really good at math and just multiply by 30, which is usually what I do. I'm just glancing at them. But yeah, you can see everyone else is positive and boost. For some reason, I can't get enough boost. It might have to do with the fact I control all of Earth orbit and I've put a bunch of admin complexes up there. Everyone else doesn't have that problem, you see. Influence-wise, we make more influence. We don't make more money, although right now that's because we're spending it. We probably are... What's the better word? We're not making more money. I think in practice we are. We're just money in, money out. And it's, to be fair, how we're getting the influence, right? It's money in, money gets spent on influence, we get a bunch of influence. So that's where we're getting a bunch of influence from. We got more ops than everyone. If you acknowledge the fact that we're probably just spending more than everyone, we have more boosts than everyone, have more mission control than everyone. I think we make more resources. Yeah, I think we make more resources than everyone. All right, so I think we're on the path to winning. I joked earlier in the run that the target list was humanity first, because apparently that's what we have to do as humanity first to win the game. And I think we're at the point where humanity is no longer on the target list, and we're actually going to go fight the aliens in the next stream. Sadly, the next stream is for an indeterminate time in the future, because I'm going to go help someone move. I'm planning on being gone for about 6 to 8 days, starting this upcoming Sunday. This is the state of the planet. We're up to 145,000 in space, and 10 billion on the planet. So I think the population of the planet is actually still growing. Although there probably is places it's beginning to slow down, as a general rule. And then I haven't been really trying to do anything to control temperature, so this is actually I think the hottest game I've run. I think we managed to keep it around 2 the previous couple times. But then I've basically not tried to do any climate change mitigation until a country was at 50k GDP. GDPC. So really it's basically been Singapore and EU doing any mitigation, which is probably why the temperature is so hot. And yeah, that's the state of the run. If you're watching on YouTube, you can potentially expect there to be a part of tomorrow. There may not be. If something comes up, that tomorrow's will be the place where we lose an episode as far as Terra Invicta is concerned. Let me go over the schedule for Twitch. Well, this is the last Terra Invicta stream before I am out. We will have 2 more streams. Tomorrow is going to be Darkest Dungeon. Again, it's going to be a long one. It's going to be about like a 7-hour stream. And then Saturday is again going to be about a 7-hour stream. It's going to be Songs of 6. If you're watching on Twitch, you want to comment, you want to respond to, now's probably a good time to leave them. I'm going to check the comments again after I bring the YouTube recording to a close and save. At that point, based on the fact that Twitch has, so we've got like about 5 viewers, I might see if we can find another Twitch viewer, or Twitch stream doing Terra Invicta to rate them. And yeah, with that, let me give the intro to YouTube. I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time until the next part and or stream, and bye for now.